Hi, I'm Jimmy, and today I have something that I need to tell you. I have a confession. The suit that Agent 47 has on is the Black Bruiser suit. As you may know, this suit is unlocked by completing a hardcore freelancer campaign. You might be thinking, Jimmy, I didn't know you completed a hardcore freelancer campaign. And the truth is, I haven't. At least, not legitimately. I cheesed my way to victory using the dashboard trick. I don't deserve to wear this suit. But today, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. Today, I'm going to start a new hardcore freelancer campaign. And this time, I won't stop until I am able to beat it fair and square. So let's get to it. I'm going to start by choosing the right outfit. I'm going to pick the crimson red suit for this challenge. Every, Hitman mission has to start by picking the right suit. And here, as you can see, I have collected all the weapons in my safe house. This is a good place to start from when you're doing a hardcore campaign. One of the main differences between hardcore and standard freelancer is the prestige objectives are no longer optional. So whatever prestige objective we take, we have to complete it. And a lot of the easier prestige objectives are kill a target using this weapon. So an epic submachine gun or an epic melee weapon or so on. So having all the weapons just gives you more options when it comes to choosing a prestige objective. Here we're going with Shuriken Kill for this first mission. So I'm going to show my inventory heading into the level. So, aside from, the prestige objectives...
I'll be in touch when you reach your destination. Welcome to Ambrose Island. We have intel that the Syndicate is active in the area.
So, as I was saying, aside from the prestige objectives now being required, the other differences between regular and freelancer is in freelancer you have more targets in the earlier missions. In normal freelancer, the early missions have fewer targets, but in hardcore, you start off with 3 or 4 targets a mission. And the last difference is in hardcore freelancer, all the territories are alerted, so there's no unalerted territories, which on the one hand it does make it more challenging, but on the other hand, one of the difficult parts of normal freelancer is choosing where to have the showdown, because having the showdown on an alerted territory is such a pain that I'll sometimes take a showdown on a bad map just to avoid having to do a showdown on an alerted territory. In hardcore, you're forced to do it on an alerted territory, so you always just have the showdown on whichever map is easiest. So here I'm going to this part of the cave. This is where I usually get the militia guard disguise, and luckily my first target happens to be right here. So this is going to make things easy for me. I'm going to choke this guy out real quick. Grab his suit. And I'll go ahead and equip the shuriken. Just wait for the target to come back.
Syndicate member eliminated. Well done.
So yeah, it's the first target down, and the prestige objective is already taken care of. So now I just gotta find a way to take out the other 2 targets. I've already noticed at this point that one of my targets is hanging out near an exit, which is always something to keep in mind when you're scouting a freelancer level. You're looking for easy ways to kill the target. Is if one of the targets happens to be near an exit, that gives you some options you wouldn't normally have. I decided I didn't want to risk picking the lock there. Climbed up there, but then realized I don't actually want to go there. I want to go in here.
Huh? Be careful.
There, grabbing a wrench. The wrench is actually important. It's actually needed to unlock the exit I mentioned already one of the targets is standing by an exit, but you need to have the wrench in order to use that exit, so take care of that now. Also, while I have a guard disguise, I'm going to pick up that key. I don't think I end up using it, but it's just a handy thing to know when you're on Ambrose, is that that key will unlock most of the doors in the village, and you can pick it up if you have either of the two guard disguises, either the militia disguise or the pirate disguise. You can go and pick up that key. So here, my second target is hanging out with the other pirates and Asha, so I'm going to switch to a pirate disguise. This is my sort of go-to pirate disguise to grab.
Right.
So yeah, knock this guy out, take his clothes. Drop down and hop over this fence. And yeah, this happens a lot in Freelancer, I find. While I was getting the disguise to sneak in here, my target wandered back into an area where I could have gotten close to him. But now that I'm here, I'm going to hang out, maybe take care of the evidence. So yeah, here I'm just waiting for the right moment to take up the camera, but then Akka and her bodyguard walk in, so
secure? Any unexpected ships on the radar?
There were a few gates.
that delays me a little bit. I see my target is starting to head back up. But then, a little later, I notice that Akka's gone, so I come in here to delete the evidence. And this will just take out the camera. It's one less thing to worry about, one less risk. One less thing to go wrong.
Don't skip dinner. Far
In
low.
Freelancer, that's always important, is how to prevent things, figuring out how to prevent things from going wrong, because they will go wrong if you aren't careful.
What the hell?
There, the target almost spotted me, but I ducked into the bushes. So I've taken out one target. I have a plan to take out the third target. So for this target, I'm going to do a trick to get a simple kill. Just need to wait till he stops moving. There, now that he's stopped, I'm going to walk up behind him, drop the explosives, and kaboom!
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the Syndicate.
So there, that's the second target taken care of. And we managed to get away scot-free, so far so good for our first mission out. So yeah, this exit is a boat with a broken engine. So if you have the wrench, you can repair the engine and take the exit. And I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the target.
Well done, 47. This will surely be a blow to the Syndicate.
And there,
Return to the
that's the mission completed.
I'll be in touch.
So yes, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.